So this one's a little more complicated, so I decided to make a video. The Schileffen Plan. The Germans had a general named Alfred von Schlieffen, and he had proposed a plan prior to World War I to defeat the French quickly by attacking through Belgium, and then attack Russia, who should be slower to mobilize because their army was less technologically advanced. The rationale for the Schlieffen Plan: the Germans wanted to avoid fighting a two-front war. That's very important because when you fight a two-front war, you have to split all your resources: military personnel, military assets, weaponry, um, even supply lines, food, as well as the strength of your military. So to avoid this, they said, well, if we defeat France quick enough, then we can focus totally on the Eastern Front against the Russians. The problem is they didn't defeat France quickly. So what happened was that the French really rally when the Germans invade. And how they did it was they had a bunch of troops in Paris, and they needed to get the troops to the front lines as soon as possible. So a bunch of them jumped in taxi cabs, which are plentiful in Paris, and they get to this river, the Marne, and that was kind of the last geographical stopping point before Paris gets opened up. And there they started digging in, and trench warfare started to defeat the machine gun. And it turns out the Russians were faster to mobilize than expected. The Schlieffen Plan, which depended on defeating France quickly and Russia being slow to mobilize, it didn't actually work out. They didn't defeat France quickly, and Russia wasn't slow to mobilize because of all the ultimatums and threats and whatnot prior to the war. As a result, the war quickly became a stalemate, where neither side was winning. And on the Western Front, many soldiers were dying, but there was no advancement of the lines. Go ahead and restate the Schlieffen Plan in the box on this screen, and go ahead and make sure you have notes on the Schlieffen Plan on your paper. Once you're done with that, then go ahead and go to the next slide.